In theory, double leg takedowns are a great way to get somebody to the ground, especially if you're doing like a blast double. The problem is you have to be able to finish it, because if not, you leave yourself exposed to guillotines, even kimuras, and majority of the time, if we're talking like street fights, somebody punching you in the face, such as in this situation. So in this video, we're going to talk about two things. First, how do we correct the double leg to actually get a finish off of it? And two, how can we make adjustments to begin with, where if you start going for double leg, you realize it's not going to work, we can easily transition to a single leg, right? In this situation, the guy gets in on the double legs. Now, he didn't fully sprawl out. If he had like fully sprawled all the way down here, like there's no finish in the double leg, we're just going to completely change our mindset from here, right? But let's backtrack a little bit. It was more so kind of just body locking him, and then again, he was randomly just wailing punches. So again, we have to understand, if I don't get this finish and I'm just hanging out here, I'm leaving myself exposed to get hammered on by punches and strikes, or potentially if my head's really sticking up, he could wrap in a choke from here, right? We have to be able to make quick adjustments on the fly. So if I'm not able to finish this, he hasn't fully sprawled yet, what I want to do is come out the back door, and we have two options once we get there. But to get there in the first place, I got to take my head from the outside, and I'm going to shoot my head underneath at the same time that I drop to my knee. So as I bring this head around and I start going underneath, I drop my knees. I want to immediately start the posture, because if I just kind of hang out here, again, he's going to flatten himself out, start to sprawl, or potentially even take the back. So I have to make sure that I posture and I get my head up. Now again, we have two finishes. The basic one is I'm going to just pick which side I want to go to. If I'm looking to go to my left, I'm going to take my right hand, push up underneath the knee, and as I push, I pull down on this side. We essentially just finish the double leg, and again, we end up on top. Now, same exact position, however, different finish. I'm going to take, instead of pushing up on the knee, I'm going to take that same hand, reach all the way out, and get the opposite ankle. Now, as I do this, typically I like to post up on the same side leg. I'm going to completely turn around. Now I have a single leg from behind. I can either just lock down on this leg, or I usually like to kind of climb up, grab the hips, and then again from here, I have complete back control, and we're in a pretty good position. So if you shoot a double and you get stuck trying to finish it, there you have a couple options of what you can do. But now let's backtrack a little bit. At the beginning of this video, the guy got taken down, and as he's coming up, he starts to shoot for the double leg, and for whatever reason, he just continues to kind of drive in, which is exactly where we just ended up and discussed about, right? If you are starting to shoot a double leg and you realize that the guy is starting to sprawl, or you just can't finish it, we're going to quickly switch to single leg and just get the finish from there. In this situation though, double leg is clearly not the option. The guy already had an arm wrapped around this leg, or it was right there, right? He easily could have grabbed the leg. In this situation, instead of going for a double leg, I want to essentially belly down and lock down the single leg. And again, we can easily just go for like a low ankle pick. So I'm in this situation, even if this guy starts kind of like throwing punches, like I can block up, I'm going to lock this leg. I'm immediately going to look to start kind of going belly down. Again, I'm having a good bite across the leg here, and I want to make sure that I'm driving my collarbone and pinching my head here as well, so I have the leg completely locked down. A couple ways that we can finish it from this situation. I'm either going to just completely stand up with this leg and start working to, get a good pinch, lock it down, keep my head tight to the thigh from here. Again, like I do have to understand that there's risk that this guy's going to be throwing punches, but I'm going to be aggressive from here, so I'm really going to have him focus more on his balance and trying to hit me, because I'm not just going to hang out here. As soon as I lock this leg, maybe I'm going to high crotch it a little bit, maybe sweep out that back leg, maybe drag him a little bit, look to kind of buckle him and take him down. Either way, I'm just doing something to keep him off balance, but I have a good grip on this leg. I can do a lot of finishes from this position. Another option that we have when we're coming up from this position is just go for a low ankle pick. So as I start kind of coming up and going belly down, once I get to this position, my outside hand immediately looks to grab the ankle. My top hand reaches all the way across in front to grab the far ankle, and all I'm going to do now, again, utilizing my shoulder and collarbone, I'm driving through as I rip on the ankles, completely get them to buckle down, and again from here, we're talking street. I can look to get up on top and control and get to like a top mount position, or I pop back up to my feet and I get the hell out of there. Now, one more option that you do have from here is just not to do any takedowns to begin with and just recompose and essentially fight from an open guard, right? If he's already starting to kind of come down and do like a ground and pound, I want to utilize that opportunity to kind of shrimp out, take my outside leg, step all the way up and over, recompose to an open guard from here to start blasting kicks, scoring shots, whatever. And again, now I'm in a position where I'm able to do damage, and then when I have the opportunity to get back up to my feet, I do so. So would I personally use a double leg takedown in a street fight? Probably not, but again, I have a little bit more experience with grappling, so I'm able to think a little bit more clearly in those types of high pressure situations. But if you find yourself trying to do double leg or any takedown for that situation and it's not going your way, you have to be able to make quick adjustments on the fly that will allow you to, one, not get punched in the face, but two, allows you to still successfully get the person down, maintain control, and live to see another day. Stay safe.